All right, so we got to issue a little warning. Um, Even though I don't want to, we have to because if this happens to somebody else and I don't say anything, I'm gonna feel like an asshole. So if you're looking at a Salus or Salus, I think it's called Salus Saunas or whatever. We've had a couple group members buy these things, and we just had a group member. This has been going on for a little over a week now, but we've had a group member get taken for a ride buying Salus saunas, trying to get an infrared sauna delivered to wherever they are. I've been working with them in private messenger. I called and emailed the Salus Saunas company myself. We tried to get like a native English speaking representative, manager, something to try to help with this. And it's basically non existent. I'm not really sure. From what I can tell, it looks like the company is manufacturer direct overseas. And then they set up like an American based drop shipping store that has warehouses on the Pacific coast that stocks saunas stateside. And then from what I can tell, they outsource their sales, customer service, and actual sales process to the Philippines or something. And so, all of that to say, this group member of our Facebook group purchased a Salus sauna, went on the Salus website, hit the contact form or however you do to purchase. They emailed him, and they had a rogue employee get him or convince him to pay for the sauna using PayPal. And so this rogue employee was also deleting the email communications off of the mail server, off the Outlook server, covering tracks of this. And then, of course, he doesn't get a sauna. He calls Salus and emails. A thing gets involved, and basically they say they're going to turn it over to the police in the Philippines to follow up, which means jack shit. They're not going to do anything. And so he's out $2,000. He has no sauna. These guys are still being recommended and selling, these products. There's still our group members that have purchased them. And my question was to have a little buyer protection. My question to them was, hey, I don't know how you guys, handle your internal processes like this, but can somebody just buy this from Amazon instead? That way you could use kind of like Amazon as a little bit of a buffer there. Even though, according to Amazon, you are subject to the seller's sales and return policy. I think if you bitched enough, that you could kind of get them to put some pressure on them. But if it does say it has a different, like if it says it's not shipped and sold by Amazon.com, then even buying from Amazon, they say that you're subject to the seller's terms. But my question to Salus was, can somebody just buy exactly what he tried to get from Amazon? Because you have your account and everything's already synced up and have a little buyer protection. And they said no, that those are a different quality level. They are not a low EMF model, they're not a low VOC model, or they're not the same configuration. They don't have the same heater layout, yada, yada, yada. I mean, I can show you the emails and stuff, but this is really just like an awareness message to say, hey, if you're thinking of buying one of these things just because somebody said, oh, I love this, make sure you don't send money to anyone. If you can, use a credit card to buy it and use an Amex. That would be my advice. Or B, find something comparable where until they get this figured out. It's, in my opinion, it's the company's responsibility to protect the integrity of the brand. So if they did in fact have a rogue employee go just absolute haywire and get people to pay through PayPal and then quit and leave and run off with $10, $20, $30,000 worth of orders, I understand that things happen like this and it's not great. It's not a great situation for anyone. At the same time, they would have never been scammed by this person if they hadn't hit the company website and filled out a contact form and been emailing them to buy one in the first place. So for those folks who try to pass off the blame and say that it's the customer's fault, that you should never send money through PayPal and all this stuff, the flipping the letterhead or the whatever you call it was on the email. Like it looked extremely legit. I've seen the screenshots. It has like the company employees listed on there and all this stuff. And I don't think that's much different than how I've ordered saunas from other companies, right? And some companies I've paid with PayPal too, but it was legitimate. This one just turned out to be a scam. And so the other thing is, apparently you're not getting the same quality, even though it's the same brand, from Amazon. And so they are the manufacturer of those, but I guess they're cheaper. I don't know if the wall construction or the lumber type or the quality of the materials, is drastically different. I don't know. I haven't used them. I haven't sat in them. But this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And I hope they work it out. It's actually not looking great. It looks like the Salus company is kind of passing off the blame onto the employee, and they're going to fire them and stuff. So the guy's out the money. He gets no sauna. They just kind of like want to wash their hands of it, from my perspective, based on what I've seen so far. I hope not. I hope they change their mind. And in my opinion, they should give this guy a sauna and get it to him as quickly as possible. And then, also issue some type of warning or something like this to any customers who are in the CRM sales cycle, so that if these people still have access to their customer info, that they're not contacted and potentially scammed out of thousands of dollars again. And so I don't like doing these videos, because if it does get resolved and everything's fine and they take care of them and everything else, it's kind of like, it's a bad vibe to kind of, say stuff about companies. Everybody has problems. Everyone goes through growing pains, this, that, and the other. But I don't think I'll be able to stomach it if another one of our group members gets taken for thousands of dollars. And then, the company's response is, well, we're turning it over to the police. Because I'll definitely feel like a dick. I should say something. I think this is absolutely warranted. I think these guys need to change their processes. And it's also not confidence instilling. Like, the people that are buying these, like if I bought one, I would basically assume all responsibility from here to the future. I know they say it comes with a warranty, but I have not been able to get a native English speaking person on the phone, and I've called like 3 times. And I don't think that if I had an issue with the unit that I would get support. I really don't. And so I don't know, I'm not sure what the answer is there. I just don't like how this is going. I don't like, seeing all these messages. It's a bad look for everyone. Some people have purchased it though, and it's been fine. So I don't know what the solution is. Just wanted to issue a little bit of a warning. If you're looking for this brand of sauna, right? Oh, one other thing. I forgot. So that's one thing that threw us off. This customer, or this group member, they got taken for a ride for a few $1,000s. It would appear to me that this overseas Salus company is actually infringing on an American brand, which is also Salus Saunas. Now, I called them the other day, and I talked to a non-native English speaking, representative, and I said, hey, what can you tell me about the Salus heat saunas versus the Salus saunas, right? Because there's a guy in the Pacific that, from what we can tell, like we did a little bit of research, we didn't reach out to them because he didn't buy it from them. But at the same time, there's 2 different brands and they seem like they're from the same company, but they're not. And so I don't know what the deal is with that, but you've got Salus saunas and you got Salus heat saunas. And so, when I talked to them, they basically said, oh no, it sounds the same, but it's a slightly different name. That's not us. And I was like, well, how did you come up with the name? You just magically picked a very, very obscure SALUS and then sauna and added a modifier like heat to it? Like, I think there's more to the story here. And I also feel like I'm reaching here. I don't want to like be remembering things that didn't actually occur. But I want to say that like 5 years ago, there was a company that sounded like Salus something that went belly up and no longer sold, no warranty, and those people were SOL, like completely shit out of luck. I don't know for sure if it's one of these 2, but I feel like they came back in the mix and took over that name, much like the what's the other? There was something like a Coastal Saunas. There's another one, even like I think it's a Vital Health sauna or something like that. One of and not to pick these guys out, but one of these companies, not the Salus, but the other ones, also offered a lifetime warranty, right? Well, guess what? The old owners sold the company. The new owner said, I mean, it's not funny. The customers were pissed. The new owners basically said if you contacted them after the sale date, they're like, yes, we offer a lifetime warranty on our saunas, but sorry, we purchased this company, or we purchased this name, from so and so, and you actually didn't purchase the sauna from us, but we kept the name, we kept the integrity of the lifetime warranty terms, but we can't help you. You're welcome to purchase a new sauna from us if you would like, and it comes with a lifetime warranty. I shouldn't laugh, but it's like, it's so short-sighted and so atrocious. But these things are happening. And so the point of this video is just to bring awareness to it. I can't recommend you buy anything different or whatever. I hope this gets resolved. I hope this guy gets his sauna and his money back. And I hope none of our group members get taken for a ride either. The point is just so that these things are happening. So when you contact one of these weird companies that doesn't have like native English speaking people to answer the phone, and they ask you to email back and forth, and all of a sudden, I can give you a deal if you buy it via PayPal. You guys got to be aware of these red flags, so this doesn't happen to you. So hopefully this all gets resolved, but just be aware these things are happening. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't like it. We'll see you in the next one.